Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I have like 2 or 3 shares very quickly. I thought I'd just turn the camera on. There were a couple of things I left out of my Tuesday morning haul that I thought were worth sharing. And then I've got some Amazon, and then I've got a to-do list, and I wanted to show you what I do kind of in the quick organization. And I used to do this always with all my children. So just give me one quick second and we will get going here. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to share was I found this absolutely gorgeous over the door hanger. It's kind of hard to see with the video. It was regularly $19.99 for $9.99 at Tuesday morning, plus it was on clearance. So it is just a 10 hook over the door, and it's got crystal knobs. And any of you that have, oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to hit the camera, it did it again, who have vintage, 1938 homes, it just has these hooks, and I've used these all over my home. And I have, and this is what it looks like in the photo, I have all glass doorknobs in my house. So anything like this I love. I buy glass doorknobs for my bathroom, just inexpensive doorknobs, and it just finishes the space out. It looks really neat. So I'm not quite sure I'm going to use this, but I may put it on my bathroom door. I don't know. When we moved in, the previous owners screwed in like a duck hook for the back of the door. And it's great. I'm not complaining, but it probably wasn't my style. So, and it's antique, it's brass. It looks really pretty, but not quite my style. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put this in the bathroom or the bedroom or in the craft space, but I love it. And I may even use it when we take the old craft room and craft studio and we clear that out. I may put this in there for a really nice, that will then become my laundry room, guest room, and this will be great for guests or and it's going to have a little tiny office for a personal, just a little bitty workspace. So where I'll have my files and all of that. So anyways, I just wanted to share this. It was very, very inexpensive. It was on clearance. And what I'm really trying to say is go look at the clearance at Tuesday morning. Always do a walk by. I used to not even recognize that it was there, and my youngest began, every time we'd walk in, she'd do a beeline there first. She's so smart. So yes, I'm following my youngest. Peanut was smart. So here we go. A little bit had to know. The other thing I found in the clearance area of Tuesday morning was this gorgeous lace organizer. And it could be for a bathroom, it could be for office, it could be for craft studio. It's just gorgeous. So it was $20, $9.99 on sale, and here's what it looks like in whole, because I know it's hard for you guys to see because the camera angle, but how much fun is that? I mean, I really, really like this. So I always wanted one of these, but was really too cheap to do it. At this price, yeah, it was a done deal. So alright, so that's my 2 Tuesday morning hauls, and then I wanted to share, hold on one sec, let me get this stuff put away. I wanted to share 3 Amazon hauls. So let's see, they're supposed to be able to hear. Yeah, there they go. Okay, I can sometimes get these to tear. I'm not totally crazy here. So, alrighty, so I had seen these by Kelly Creates. Hold on. I've got 1, and then I've got 2. Let me see here. So I really liked those markers by Kelly Creates, and I really wanted to pick those up. A friend had recommended them, and because they were on Amazon, they weren't very expensive. These are the metallic. They're the brush pens, and I thought, let me see. So, let's see what these look like. Alrighty, I've got this particular piece of stuff. So, let's see. One of the things I really want to work on this next year is my lettering. And I have really not had any time. There were some times in the hospitals where I could have done this, but as many of you know, when you're hauled into a hospital, last minute, you just grab what's right in front of you. Whoops, I just dumped them all out. And I didn't, I just didn't have this together to take. So I really like these. I hope that they're going to be fun. I've got a whole bunch of lettering notebooks that I'm going to take with me on various trips, and that'll be fun. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to share was I picked up this darling Amy Tangerine watercolor travel kit. I'm super excited to play with this. I'm super excited to just take this, put this in my stash bag. So it will go right down in my little journaling box here. I saw this when we were at the class, so it comes with a pretty black pen. Let's see what this one looks like. Let's see here. Oh, it's a 9 fine. It's a very nice fine point. I'm trying to see. Oh, it's a 0.5. So there's that pen. It also comes with a pencil. I will probably put a little sharpener in there. A little sponge, a water, that you could take with you. It does have to have, she said it had to have a hole poked. I'm not sure. I guess maybe in the spout. So, anyways, Amy talked about this. I had noticed somebody else's, and so she came over and talked to me about it, so it was really sweet of her. And then this opens up, so you have a little palette, you have various inks, and then you have a beautiful water brush. And I am super excited to play with this. So maybe this is what needs the hole. I'll have to look at it later, but she had mentioned something. She said, you need to poke a hole, and I was like, okay. So it may have been in the water brush, or it may have been in here. I thought she was referring to this, but we'll see. Super, super cute. Love it, Amy. You've done it again. Another beautiful, beautiful product. And then lastly, I have this box. So I think I know what's in this. What really amazes me is that they send a lot of boxes out, and they really do need to cut this down because there's one thing in it. And it has been done in a bag, just like the other one was. So, but that's okay. We got it. So this was the other Kelly Creates markers. I wanted the brights. This is the first one I got. And, yeah, so I thought I would take these with me. So I have my Erin Condren, and then the other ones are brush pens. And I think, let me see what these are like. Okay. And these are more the brights, and then the rainbows. Ooh, I like this. And then this one is, you can see it, but it's a more firm brush. So let's see how it does on the K. And I really like to do that better. So, they're just different types of brush pens. So interesting. That will be fun to play with as well. So, okay, friends. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you guys was something that I've learned as a mom. As many of you know, our children are essentially all adults, but one of the things my husband and I have talked about lately was the different things that we do to make things better for ourselves, for our children, for all of that. So, hold on one sec. I didn't realize I have all this information on here, so let me take this off really quickly. But not only did I give them like a week's worth of, things that they were responsible for, but every now and then when we felt like it wasn't being super accomplished, you know what I mean, as a mom, we felt like there were things that we could offer them that would help them. And so I did a lot of electronic calendars for them, a lot of, printed out portions of the calendar, And then sometimes I would just come back with, hold on, my own little email to them, and it would tell them, this is what we have to get done. So what I would put in the title is to-dos. I would, put down the wrap gifts, whatever it was I needed them to do. Carts through the craft cottage, watercolor palettes. I mean, there were things like that that I was having her look for. And you know what? I found that it was very effective. I was able to kind of put them out on their job, and then, let me fold mine down. And then just to show you that Turnabout is fair play, I would do the same for myself. So, I found that it's great. Sometimes I would print these out too when I was doing my planners. I am a very paper-oriented person. I really like the process of writing it or typing it and then checking it off. So, just a little throw out there of what I thought worked well with some of my kiddos. And actually all three of them did very well with an email that was printed off, and then they could literally check it off themselves. Now, did it work with all three? No. Was it better for them to make their own list? Yes. And they each have their own way of doing things. Our oldest puts it on a Word document. She'll take all of her tasks, and then she will print it out and check it off and carry it in her bag. Our son, I don't know exactly what he does. Probably more electronic is better for him. And then our youngest, she's really at that age where she hasn't really found her rhythm yet. So I've offered her various things. She has planners. She has emails. I've told her to keep an electronic calendar. I don't know if she does or she doesn't, but I also print these out for her because she still lives at home. And part of her education, she has to work for us. She works for the partnership, for the tax practice, and she did work for the estate in some ways. And then she also works around the property, and she works for us. And so that we feel like is a really good trade out for her education. So anyways, all right, well, I think that's it for today. I hope that encourages you. That is my my quick thoughts for today. Again, don't forget Tuesday morning, the sale area, and always just do a walk by, and then just various things that I see along the way. I usually find some of my best buys at Amazon, but then I look at other places too, and then here's how I help with our children and helping them when they were in that transition period of going from teenagers to young adults, and those that are still living at home, there were responsibilities and chores. So, all right, my friends, I hope your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. Like, subscribe, share, what's the other one? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from y'all. And we are just trying to catch up from last night. We had the big Passover. It was wonderful. Our Seder Passover was wonderful. Our table was full. We had extra friends there, and that was a blessing. We had children who came in, children with us, and it really was a wonderful, wonderful night. And now we're going to go meet our pastor and his wife who have retired. They did a Passover Seder in a town nearby. They stayed in a hotel that was local, and then we're going to meet up with them for a wonderful lunch. And they picked a wonderful spot. They were so sweet. They picked something that would support our eating habits as well as theirs. So that was the best thing. So, all right, my friends, I will talk to you soon, and I will also be posting some things on Instagram this week. I've really been behind on my Instagram. There are things that I wanted to get up on various things that we've been doing, but there's just been a lot of catch-up lately, and hopefully soon that is going to settle down. I know you guys know what that's like, and I have not given enough love out to my Instagram, but I will share some things with you guys. I will also have some pictures on there from the Seder and Passover, and yeah. So, all right, my dear sweet friends, I pray that your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. I will be talking to y'all soon. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.